So I've just signed myself up to the Artistic Swimming Experience CPD through Aquabatics and the STA. I'm really excited to give something new a try. Having been a swimming teacher since 2012, I've done a couple of different CPDs to kind of develop my knowledge on disabilities, special needs, specific strokes, diving, turns, everything. But I'd never really thought about artistic swimming. So when I saw it, I thought, yeah, I could give this a try. I did dance up until I was about 14, 15. I've swum since I was about 3. So why not combine everything together and have a little go and see what I can learn. I did also try my hand at artistic swimming when I was about 15. Now, I only managed about 3 weeks because it was miles away, but I just really wanted to give it a go. So this, I'm really excited to try to then learn and develop my skills, especially within artistic swimming, and then pass those on to my swimmers. So I'm going to log on now and I'm going to give it a go. So I'll see you soon. So I'm about 15 pages in, very straightforward to use. I'll show you where I'm at now. Currently on bent knee and ballet legs. So I've gone through all the basic things like your star floats, your log rolls, your handstands, your somersaults. And this is where you then start to learn a couple of new skills, which I like. So here, I'll just show you. I've got my bent knee and ballet leg. You've got a video here that you can play. You then scroll down. You've got all this information. You've got more videos, how to do it with support, and then even more information here. Now, everything that I think is like key information or key points, I've taken a little note of, just because that's going to be easier for me when I'm teaching to have little notes rather than having, I'm not exactly going to be able to have my phone or all this information with me on Pulsar. So I've just taken little notes myself of all the key points that I'd use as teaching points for the kids. But the setup of this so far, having only got 15 pages in, is really easy to understand, and it makes it me want to then go, okay, what have I got next? What am I going to learn next? So yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's good. What I think is really helpful with this is once you almost come to an end of a section, is that you have a quiz and you have 3 or 4 questions based on what you've just learned that you then have to complete. Now, they're multiple choice questions, so they're pretty straightforward. But I think it's really helpful to have something like this at the end of a section or part way through. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm getting way too much information without a little pause in the middle. So really like the quiz, and it doesn't feel like pressure, like you've got 3 questions, that's it. And then you move on to your next section. So again, I only got 2 out of 3, which I'm kind of mad about, but it's fine. I'll get a 3 out of 3 next time. Okay, now I'm a little bit further on now. I've learned a hell of a lot, and I've made a lot of notes again on key points and everything like that. But I'm just going to show you what the quiz is like. So the quiz is like this. You've got 1 of 4 questions. You've got multiple choice answers. You pick your answer, you submit, and then you go next. 4 questions, very straightforward. And it's nice to almost test what you've just learned, so you then know if it's sinking in or if it's not. So I'm going to give this a go. Hopefully 4 out of 4. Okay, so I'm just giving the quiz a go now. Okay, finished my 4 questions, very straightforward. Of course, I got 100%. But it just, you then think, okay, this is what I've learned. and it makes you understand it a lot better. So I'm glad they've got a quiz in this. It's really good. Let's see what we got next. So I've got to page 33 of 41. Now, as well as a swimming teacher, I'm actually a personal trainer. So I've got a client in about 20 minutes. I need to stop here, so I'm going to press save and exit up here. Lovely. That's taken me back to the beginning. I'm going to log out and I'll come back later. Okay, so I'm nearly done here, but I just wanted to go through a couple of my favourite things. Now, skill-wise, obviously I've learnt quite a lot of new skills in this, and I've got a couple that I think these are going to be really funny to watch my students doing. So the oyster, I think, is going to be really fun to watch, because when have you ever kind of made that shape in the water before? I also really love the team stuff. So the swimming at the same time, the timing, creating the lines, the squares, the different shapes. I can't wait to try and do that kind of stuff. I do think before I even try and give it to some of my swimmers, some of these skills I need to try out myself. So next couple of days, I'm going to book a swim in and I'm going to try out these skills just so I can then understand how I'm going to teach it as well. So that will be nice to do. So I finished. All done. I've got to the end, and what I really like is earlier on I said I'd made all these notes about different teaching points and what I could use in a lesson. And I've got to the point now where there's actually downloadable lesson plans, which is great because it then gives you that little bit more confidence you need to be able to teach this. So I'm going to download these now. I'm going to have a look. And then tomorrow I've got stages 7, 8, 9 and 10. And I'm going to give these some a go and see how they get on and if they really enjoy it. And then once I've done that, I'll come back and I'll let you guys know how it went. I have really enjoyed this. Learning so many different skills that, as I said earlier, not every swimming teacher is going to have this. I don't know many swim teachers where I am, and I teach at 2-3 different places, have this under their belt. So this is really nice to then be able to go and tell the people that employ me, oh, hey, listen, I've got my artistic swimming CPD. If you want me to start a new class, if you want me to open up a class for that kind of thing, I think if I try it on my older swimmers and give it a go, I think this will be something that I could really get on board with. Like I say, creating your own class and having something new within the leisure centre, the club that I teach at, which I think will be really good. And there aren't a lot of places near me that provide this, I wouldn't think. So I think this will be really good. And I'm really glad I've signed myself up for this and done it. So yeah, if you can do it, I would strongly advise it. I've been here for, time-wise, maybe an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, I've come back and I've gone, but this has really been so interesting and I can't wait to try it out on my swimmers. So I would strongly advise giving it a go. Obviously, once I've tried it with them, I'll let you know how it goes. But so far, all of the online stuff has been really good and so helpful. I can't fault it at all. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. So I've just finished teaching my swimming lessons. And I gave everything a little go. I tried with my stage 9s and 10s and they loved it. They were so excited when I said, I literally turned up and I said, right guys, I've done something really exciting. I've done a CPD in artistic swimming. And they went, oh, because they were asking me about it a couple of weeks ago after they'd seen it on the Olympics. So I gave it a go. I gave a couple of the new skills a go. I think some of them are going to take a little bit longer just because of strength, stamina, and obviously learning these new skills. But they really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to obviously let my employers know that this is what I've done, this is what I can do. If you want me to do anything, then let me know. But it was just so nice to see how excited the kids were to even try it and try something new, like I said, rather than just going swim, 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 swim. And I think me being able to then give something different to kids, other than we're going to jump in at the end, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I've got something different that I can now offer them. So I'm so glad that I signed myself up for this course. And if you're even slightly thinking about it, I'd definitely give it a go.